They put on the flash, cause my diamond shine. Made 10 racks and I spent it a day. My bitch, she bad, yeah, she from Dubai. If you ain't gon' support me, then fuck out my face. It's hard to survive when people just lie. She fuck with me cause I'ma make it. You gotta remember that I was behind. I stood on my grind, I knew I would make it. Thought we were forever, but you know you're clever, so you would do shit like just lie in my face. Never say never, but my heart is severed. I don't think I ever want to see you again. I gave you trust and you gave me life.
Yo, what is up guys? It is Josh back with another video, and today I'm going to be teaching you guys everything you need to know highlights videos. So it is going to be a little tutorial. I think I have 3 different clips. I'm going to be showing you 3 different effects that you can be using for these highlight videos to make them as clean as possible. I'm going to be showing you how to do the cinematic intros, the cinematic text. I have learned something new since then, so I will be showing that for the intro. And as always, if you enjoy the video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe. I think over 70% of you guys are not subscribed to this channel. So if you want to help me get closer to my goal of 10K subscribers by the end of 2020, make sure to drop a like, make sure to drop a sub, and let's get right into it. And just like all the other tutorials, guys, all the downloads that you need for this video will be in the description. All the presets, all that good stuff will be in the description. So make sure to check that out. And yeah, let's get right into it. So pretty much we have Davinci Resolve open right now. I do have my song downloaded already. If you guys want to learn how to download it, I'll link my other video on how to make a montage video. I show how to get the clips, how to get a bunch of other stuff like that. And yeah, so pretty much what you want to do, just go to your project settings, make sure all your settings are right. So for me, I like to change this to 720 for my monitoring, and come down to your retime process, change it to optical flow for our retiming. So that way it's a lot smoother. I'm going to save it and call it highlights forever sample 1, because I did try to make a tutorial with this, but I did fail miserably. So yeah, so we're gonna find our song. I'm gonna look it up. We're gonna be using the song Forever by Tommy Ice, and we're also we have all our clips right here, so I'm just gonna drag that into the media pool because I know I'm gonna be using all of them. So what we're gonna want to do, just drag your song in here. Let's save it.
Put on the flash, my diamond shine. I had some gold. They put on the flash, my.
I'm gonna start the montage right here. So I'm gonna get rid of all this other intro music, and I'm just gonna drag this little white dot in a bit, just so it's a little bit of a fade in effect.
They put on the flash
like this.
They put on the flash, my diamond shine. Made 10 racks and I spent it a day. My bitch, she best. I guess I deserve it for fucking a friend. I can look.
So right here.
Put on the flash, my diamond shine. Made 10 racks and I spent it a day. My bitch, she best.
Right here is where we're gonna have a second cinematic. So I'm just putting my markers down, laid down to plan out where we're gonna have our cinematics. So right here.
They put on the
so right about here is where we're gonna do our first cinematic.
Flash, my diamond shine. Made 10 racks and I spent it a day. My bitch, she bad, yeah, she from Dubai. You ain't on my grind.
Oops.
My bitch, she bad, yeah, she from Dubai. If you ain't gonna support me, then fuck out my face. It's hard to survive.
Right here is where we're gonna put our last cinematic.
When people just lie, she fuck with me cause I'ma make it. You gotta remember that I was behind. I stood on my grind, I knew I would make it. Thought we were forever, but you know you're clever, so you would do shit.
We're gonna have our first beat drop clip right here, obviously.
But you know you're clever, so you would do shit like just lie in my face. Never say
we're gonna have our second one right here, just because we're gonna want to keep it short.
Never, but my heart is severed. I don't think I ever want to see you again. I gave you.
We're gonna put this one down right here. So that's pretty much all we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be editing up until this point in the song, so I'm gonna get rid of the rest of it. You guys don't have to, but just for the sake of the tutorial, I'm gonna get rid of it just so it looks a lot cleaner. So we have our 3 beat drops right here. We have our 3 points for the cinematics. I pretty much just put the cinematic markers at points where I thought that a good transition would be for the cinematics itself. And once you get editing a lot of montages and you get used to all the editing, you'll be able to easily identify these points in the song. So I'll play back real quick. That's point 1 right there. That's point 2 right there. Or point 2. That's point 3. I'm going to start a clip right here. Effect.
we were forever, but you know you're clever, so you would do shit like just lie in my face.
So we're gonna do that, and then what we're gonna want to do is I think I'm gonna start by showing you guys how to do the intro. So if you guys want to skip ahead, you already know how to do a good intro. You can skip ahead in the tutorial. I'll have timestamps. So we're actually going to retime this down so it's a bit faster, I think. So we're gonna have a cinematic change right here. So it's gonna go with this Pleasant Park spin cinematic right here. Then we're going to do our second cinematic, which is this little craggy building thing. We're gonna go into our retime controls. You can drag from this little blue bar, a little tip, and that will just change the speed instantly. You can see it went down to 180. So that's our second cinematic, and then we're going to put our third cinematic in, drag it down. So I'm gonna start my clip right there, obviously at the end of here. So yeah, we already got a cinematic intro right here, which is looking pretty sick. We just gotta add the text. So what we're going to do for this, we're going to just get a fusion composition from our effects tab right here for the text, and we're going to make it the length of our cinematic right here. Make sure you go up to your playback. Since we're going to be doing a lot of effects, I'm going to change down to quarter resolution so it's a lot easier for playback. So I'm actually going to ramp it in. Actually, I'll do that after. Go to your fusion tab. Over this fusion composition right here, all you'll see is media out, nothing here to playback yet. And then I'm gonna have the preset linked down below in the description, so if you guys want to download that, you can. It's just this highlights video preset text numby thingy. Don't know how to explain it other than that, but yeah, it's just this text. You've obviously seen it before. What we're gonna want to do is, you know, change it to whatever. I'm gonna make it what you learn, like this. So because obviously it's a tutorial, but you can make the text whenever. You can make it highlights number 2, whatever. But the effect I wanted to show you guys is the write-on effect, which I just learned how to do. I'm surprised I just learned how to do it. What we're going to want to do is we're going to start the write-on effect down here. We're going to keyframe it down at the first frame. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 to keyframe number, or frame number 20. If you are on 60 FPS, but if your clips are 30 FPS, do it at 10 FPS. So we're going to do it like this, and then we're just going to keyframe it and put it to full right here. So what it will look like is it will have this little write-on effect like this. And then we'll do the same thing at the end. At the end, we will keyframe the effect like that. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Keyframe it, drag it down. So it'll look like this. It's a bit laggy, but yeah, because it didn't fully process it. But to get that's pretty much just like how you do the little write-on effect. It's actually super easy. We're gonna go into Fusion and make the size a bit smaller for the text. Just a tiny bit smaller like that. So to make it wavy, obviously, we are going to go into our Open Effects, look up a effect called Warp Waves. We're going to drag that on top of it right there. It's going to look like this. Don't worry, though. We're going to change the amplitude to 0.01, change the frequency to 0.75. Displace angle is going to be -20. Leave angle its normal self. And then phase speed is going to be 0.2 or 2.07. And that's pretty much it for the text. So we'll... And then what we're going to want to do is we're just going to copy paste it, but I will show you another effect on how to do a little rotation transition. I did learn this from Charlie FN's video, so make sure you go check out his channel. Alright guys, so for this next transition for the text, I am going to be teaching you a little rotation transition, if you will. So same premise. On this second tab right here where it says text, the second one over, we're going to go here to down to rotation. We're going to keyframe the Y rotation on the first frame. We're going to change it to 90 so the text is almost invisible. We're going to go to keyframe 20 and change it to 0. It'll automatically keyframe it, so you guys will see it does a spin out like that. And then we're going to go to the last keyframe right here, keyframe it to 90 again, and then we'll go 20 frames back. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20. Keyframe it to 0. So for here it'll just be spin, spin, gone. So it's a bit of a... So yeah, it's a little cool effect. We're going to change the text of it though to code joshyytv. So we're going to come over here, change it to code joshyytv like this. So it says this. We're going to copy this, paste it, put it above like this. And we're going to change the bottom one, which is going to be the second one, to hashtag add, like that. We're going to increase the size a lot. So it's like this. It is on the top, so we're going to just rearrange it so it's on the bottom layer, so it's behind it. And then we're going to turn the opacity down a bit, just to like 50 or something like that. Should be good. So you see it'll go like this. And then for this one, I'm going to teach you how to do a little Twitter. I think so. We're going to copy the joshyytv text right here. We are going to do a write-on effect for this one too. So we are just going to come down over to the text and go into here. Get rid of the rotation stuff. I actually might as well just copy paste the first one since it already has the write-on effect. And then it will just automatically adjust the keyframes. We have to do it ourselves. So we'll go into here. And we'll go to here. Go to the last keyframe right here. And we will get rid of this keyframe and adjust it to this, so then it actually properly wipes off. So there we go. So it'll be like that. There we go. And then we're gonna go like this, change this to whatever your Twitter username is. So for me it's gonna be joshyytv. By the way, if you're not following me on Twitter, I don't know what you're doing. So we're going to do this. We're going to change the position a bit to the right, because what we're going to do now is we're going to copy paste this over top. I know this is a long intro tutorial, guys. I don't think I've made it an intro tutorial that's lasted this long. We're going to go to the text. We're going to change the font to social shapes. Download in the description, by the way. We're going to get the special O. So we're going to just look up O with 2 dots. I literally just do this and then copy paste this one right here. Paste that in for your Twitter logo. There are ones for different things like Instagram and stuff. You can look that up yourself. I'm not going to cover each one individually. There's just, if you go to the social fonts website that I show, or that I linked, you'll be able to automatically find it. So there's the wipe effect for it too. So now what we're going to do, now that we're actually past the boring intro part, we are going to do an actual clip effect, which is going to be super cool. I just realized that I did have my webcam overlay on the entire time, so I'm sorry for that. I'm going to disable that now. Sorry about that. But I know I'm going to get a lot of comments for that already. But pretty much what we're going to want to do is we are going to get our clips. So I have it in a folder up here. We're going to want to go over to our clips right here. I think I'm gonna get this. This is a 200 pump right here. Yeah, this is a 200 pump right here. So I'm gonna cut it down to right before I actually hit the 200 pump, like there. We're gonna get rid of it. Get rid of it. Drag it down, and then we're gonna line up where the red playback head is with the shot hitting 200 right here. So that's, and we're gonna right click, unlink the clips, and go into our retime controls to actually get a good retime. So I actually did learn a new retime for like a numby retime-ish thing. So what you want to do is add a speed point on the shot, change it to 50%. This is like the standard retime that we always do. But what you want to do is right before the shot, do 200, add like a little speed point right there. And we're just going to do 200% speed. Just a little acceleration. So something like that. Forever, but you know you're clever, so you would do shit like just lying my. I would make that we were forever, but you know you're. So yeah, that's pretty synced as it is. What we're gonna want to do here is I'm gonna show you how to do a little glow shake effect thing, which is really sick. So what we're gonna want to do for that is we're gonna go into our fusion. We're going to look up s_glow. We're going to add it, drag it on top of it. And then what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to go where the shot hits, which is where we are-ish. Right there. We're going to keyframe all of this stuff right here. So brightness, color, threshold, that should be that. And then we're going to go 2 frames back, keyframe it all again. And then we're going to go to the very end of the clip and keyframe it all again. And you're going to want to turn your brightness down to 0 on the first and the last keyframe. And then the one in the middle, you can change the color to whatever color glow you want. So for me, I'm going to make it like I think a pink glow always looks good. And then we're going to change your threshold. Drag your threshold down so it glows a bit. So yeah, that's pretty much what that looks like. It's not too intense. You can turn the brightness up to something a lot higher like that, like 3.5 or something, if you really wanted like a really intense glow on it. So yeah, that's pretty much that for a little pink glow effect. We're gonna add a shake now, so we're gonna go to camera shake, drag it in, click on our camera shake. We're gonna turn our X deviation, rotation, all that down to that. We're gonna change this rotation deviation to 0.45. Randomness can stay where it is, and then overall strength, we're gonna want to keyframe that on the shot itself. We are going to go back 1, 2, 3, 4 to there, keyframe, bring overall strength down, and then go to the very end right there, keyframe it again, bring it down. And yeah, that's pretty much a little shake effect. We're gonna make sure that it's also on mirror instead of canvas, so it's like this. I don't know why it is going so fast. Oh, it's because the speed is super fast. Shit, that was my bad, guys. We're going to change the speed to 0.09 is usually good on. Yeah, that's usually good. Yeah, that's a good one. My bad. Make sure your speed is down or else it will look like a very, very, very aggressive shake. So there we go. That's that. We're going to move on to the second clip, which is going to be a little shockwave effect. I'm actually checking this one right here. Actually, I'll do like a color correction thing after. Drag clip up here. We're gonna line up our thing on the shot, and then we're gonna cut it down based on clip. So we see a side jump shot right there. We're actually gonna do an opacity fade on this one. We're gonna retime this one real quick. We're gonna again add the speed point, go back, add a speed point, unlink the clips from the audio, by the way. Change speed 200%, 50%. Drag it back a bit. There. We're gonna cut the audio right before my character hits the ground again. So like that. And then what we're gonna want to do now that we have our retime, we're going to do an opacity fade. So just do that. Obviously, we're gonna cut the clip right here. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Should be good. Hopefully not too slow. You can just manually drag it back to whatever you want. We're going to keyframe the opacity to 100, go back to the right before the kill, and drag the opacity down to 0. So we'll look like this. Like that. So fades out black. And then right here, we're going to go into our color tab on the second part of the clip and drag the blue output and the red output up a bit like that. So it'll look like this. You can do a shake too. So if you wanted to, you could, you know, make this a compound clip again, so you could add effects to it. I'm going to add a bit of a glow to it too, so it's the purple with a glow. So we're going to go like this. Again, like I said, keyframe, 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 2 frames back, keyframe, 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 middle frame, go to the end, keyframe it, go to, drag it down to 0, middle frame, beginning frame 0, middle frame, make it, I don't know, pink or something. Do that. So it's just looking like this so far. But yeah, a little pink glow, and then we'll do shake again. Same shake settings. Boom, boom. Nothing, nothing. Rotation 4.5. 0.09 is normally good. So yeah, like this. We're gonna keyframe this. 1, 2, boom, 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 boom. Sure. And mirror. So yeah, that's pretty good. I'm gonna show you how to transition with blue remote curves real quick. You do need Sapphire plugins. You guys probably already have installed it because the other things have required Sapphire plugins. So to do this, we're gonna go 5 keyframes back, or I think it's 10, I believe. 1 second. Alright guys, so I'm going to show you how to quickly transition with blur mode curves. It is a Sapphire plugin, so you're going to need to get it. Sapphire plugins, obviously, to get it. So what we're going to want to do for this is we're going to go 5 frames back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 frames back on the first clip. We are going to go, and we're going to cut it right here, like that. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 frames forward on the second clip. And then what we're going to want to do is go into Open Effects, search up Mo Curves, drag it on both of them like this. So it is like a little, you can see a little bit of a distort as soon as it hits. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to go into our Open Effects and keyframe all the stuff as normal. So you don't need to do everything, but only the stuff we really need to do. So for this, Shift Y, Shift X, we don't really need to rotate. We just need Z distort too. And then we're going to go to the end, keyframe these, and change the Z distort to 0.6, change our shift X and shift Y 0.1. So we'll go like this. It's a little, it'll be like a zoom effect. You can see it zoomed in. And it already looks kind of clean, but just to finish it off, we go to open effects again. We're going to keyframe the same 3 in the middle, change the Z distort to 1.2, change the shift X and shift Y to the opposite. So it's going to be -0.1 and -0.1. And make sure these are on reflect too. So it'll be like this. We're going to make sure this one's on reflect too, just for the sake of the video. And then we're also going to make sure that we keyframe the ending thing at the end of this. Whoops. Make sure that we keyframe the end right here. And make sure they are set to the default. So Z distort 1, 0, 0. You can just reset it by just clicking this. So yeah, I just messed that up. So it's gonna be 1.2 right here on this keyframe, and then this one is gonna be 1. So it'll look like this. A little clean transition. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's like a. Alright guys, so I did restart my PC because it was being really laggy, but we are on the 3rd clip right now. I did line it up. What we're going to want to do is we're going to want to go into our retime. I did already add the points like we did before. I'm going to quickly make sure I line it up. So. It's going to be that. I'm going to fade it out at the end just for the sake of the tutorial. But yeah, that's pretty much how we do that. I'm going to show you the shockwave effect real quick. What we're going to do is actually, I'm not going to show you a shockwave. I'm going to show you a cool little LED BCC thingy. So we have this down right here. What we're going to want to do is I'm going to go into the fusion. The fusion is going to open. I'm going to do control space and do BCC underscore or BCC LED. And these are the BCC plugins. You do need to install them if you do want to do this. Obviously, as you can see, it's a little LED distort thing. And what we're going to want to do is actually you can't do it from Infusion. You have to do it from inside this. Drag it over top like this. And it will look really weird at first, but trust me, all you got to do is keyframe the shot. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to turn it down to the minimum kind of thing, and we are going to change the keyframe that right there. And actually, we don't even need to keyframe it because it'll just be this size the entire time. And then what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to keyframe the mix with original. So you can keyframe that right there around, I think 70. 70 is good, or 65. Let's do 65 on mix with original. We're going to keyframe it there. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, we'll go 5. Drag it down to 0. Or drag it up to 100, I mean. And then we'll do the same thing at the end. We will drag it up to 100. And then we are going to, you can tint the thing to make it a lot brighter, or tint it a different color. I'm going to tint it pink. Switch it up. And please do not turn on any of the flickering. Trust me, you will regret it. But yeah, this is what the effect looks like. But yeah, it's a cool little effect. You can add glow to it if you want to. Change the brightness to like a super high amount, but it's not really worth, in my opinion. But yeah, that is going to be it for the video pretty much. You can change the brightness and all that good stuff, mess around with it. I'm going to quickly show you how to transition between these two clips with the advanced transition that Luva made. So we're just going to drag an adjustment clip over top. Make sure you stay on the two keyframes in between. What we're going to want to do is we're going to find the transition. So for me, it is the advanced transition. I'm trying to find it. I'll cut to where I find it. Alright guys, so I found the transition. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have that window open. I'm going to go into the fusion of the adjustment clip. Make sure you're on the adjustment clip right here. And we're going to drag down this advanced transition right here. It is just a little transform. We're going to drag it into the thing right here. And obviously it's going to be messed up. It's going to transition at a random point. But we're going to find the keyframe that is in between. So it's going to be this frame right here. We're going to go click on this keyframes node right here. And we're going to want to open up this transition thing and find the keyframe. So we can see it's right here. So what we're going to want to do is highlight all of them. And we're literally just going to drag it to the right all the way. Keep on going. Keep on going. Keep on dragging it. You will eventually get there. Trust me. Make sure you don't pass it though. You can see that our clip is on keyframe 2166. So what we can do is we also can just zoom out a lot and drag it over. You can do that. So I dropped it in the general range. So now we're going to zoom in, make it a lot more precise. So you can see where the transition peaks is where we want it to be in between right here. So we can zoom in right here and I will show you the thing where you can just press Control Space. You can see it's still not lined up, so we're gonna drag it. This should be fine. So we're just gonna show you this real quick. This is what the transition looks like. But you can see that it does zoom. It is really laggy because what's it called? The transition is pretty demanding in terms of rendering. So you can see it goes like that, swipes right. It's super clean. Like if you can get it on the right frame, it's so nice. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for the video. If you guys enjoyed that, just make sure to drop a like, subscribe. I'm going to render this out and put it at the beginning of this video and render this. Alright guys, that's going to be it for the video. I'm going to quickly render this out and put it at the beginning of this video so you guys can see what you're about to learn. Obviously, you've already watched it because you are into the tutorial part of the thing. But make sure, if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, give me some feedback down below in the comments. As always, I'm going to be answering any questions you guys have. So be sure to ask me any questions if you guys are curious about anything. Go check out Charlie's channel. I did link it in the description, and all the other downloads are in the description. So be sure to support the channel. Use code joshyytv with 2 Y's in the Fortnite item shop to support me outside of my YouTube videos. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out.